Rica Garcia and I'm 29 years old, and let me take you on my diabetes journey and how I'm managing it since getting diagnosed when I was 26. So totoo yan, you may think that I'm a little too young to have diabetes, but just like you, prior to my diagnosis, I only thought that people in their 40s or people who are elderly can only get the disease, but I am living proof that that is a common misconception. Because the sad truth is, anybody can get diabetes. Your family, even you, no matter how young you are, you can get diabetes. So let me walk you through my story. Let's start with the symptoms I experienced before getting diagnosed. So first, I noticed that I was rapidly losing weight. Sobrang pumayat ako. I'm 5'5", which means my usual weight is around 128 to 130, but I dropped down to 120, as in sobrang payat talaga. Which was supposed to be a good thing, but it wasn't, because another symptom that I experienced was extreme weakness. So nanghina ako, which was so weird because I'm athletic and I like to run, I like to do yoga, indoor cycling, everything, and I couldn't even go up the stairs. And then there were other symptoms, which was I had to pee a lot, which disrupted my day, and then there's dry mouth, ang pangit ng lasa ng water, I couldn't drink water, and then it also affected my vision and I couldn't even see what was on my phone. I also got slurred speech, which was a problem because before, I used to work in radio, and pag pinakinggan ko yung recordings ko when I didn't know I had diabetes, parang sobrang bagal ko magsalita. I felt so sleepy all the time too, so hindi ako makapag-drive because if I drove for too long, I would sleep on the wheel. At that point, I was like, what is happening? So that was the time that I got alarmed. So I approached my doctor, and then I also approached my parents. Thankfully, they were also doctors. So I did some blood tests, fasting blood sugar, and that's when we found out that I had type 2 diabetes. When I found out, I was in shock, but also in denial. Yung sabi ko sa sarili ko, parang ang bata ko pa para magka-diabetes. Tapos hindi rin naman ako mahilig sa chocolates, sa sweets, or whatever. I was even doing regular workouts, which was so weird. So what happened was, back in 2018, what I did was a lot of rigorous exercises. I got really into indoor cycling, and what I would do is, I wouldn't eat the whole day, so mag-skip ako ng lahat ng meals, and then mag-workout ako ng sobrang intense. So I would get hungry right after, and then I would eat a lot after the workout before I went to sleep, and then after the big meal, I would sleep. So yun talaga yung isang regret ko actually, you know, letting go of my eating routine, hindi okay talaga yung nutrition ko. So going back to getting diagnosed with diabetes, it took me a couple of years to kind of claim the lifestyle that is fit for me now that I have diabetes. I was only 26 by then, so I felt like my body betrayed me. It really affected my lifestyle, and it really badly affected my relationship with food. And food is life, we know that. But for some reason, I felt like kalaban ko yung pagkain. And I remember the first few months, my mood was really low. Lagi akong cranky. Yung parang makita ko lang na mataas yung blood sugar ko, parang ang sama na agad ng araw ko. And I didn't know how to manage it. That's when I had to talk to my doctor, like really sit down with my doctor. And syempre, thankfully, sobrang daming credible sources out there on the internet. You just have to really check. And you have to check what's right for you. And then that's when I also realized that I haven't been able to manage my condition is because wala akong masyadong alam about it. So really, getting to know diabetes is really the key with living with diabetes. So eventually, I started educating myself more about the condition that I live with. And unti-unti ko siyang natanggap sa buhay ko. You know, informing the people around me and the people who are with me every day was also really helpful. Para at least, diba, naiintindihan nila yung routine ko, what I can and cannot eat. And you have to always remember that, you know, these people who are helping you, your family, your doctors, they are with you. They are rooting for you. You know, I also found some support groups online, which was also helpful when it comes to asking questions, if they also experience this, and then it will also give you a sense of community na parang, hindi ako nag-iisa dito. So aside from eating balanced meals, which is really important, actually nakatulong din sa akin yung sugar-free everything. So sobrang dami na available in, you know, your common grocery store, which is really helpful because sometimes you would kind of want to eat something a little sweet, but obviously you can't eat like pure sugar, you know what I mean? So I bring snacks with me all the time, which is also good to keep in mind because there will be times that your blood sugar will drop low and you need to reach for something that will save your blood sugar. So that's my story, and I hope it shed a light for people who are also my age, who are experiencing the same symptoms. You know, it doesn't hurt to go to the nearest clinic or diagnostic clinic or even your personal doctor to get yourself checked. Kahit na wala pa siya sa family mo, it's nice to know if you're getting there or if you're on the right track. Because you know, the earlier you get diagnosed with diabetes, the better. And then it can also help you manage it and even prevent you from getting diabetes. And for people who are like me, who are also struggling every single day with managing diabetes, you know what? One of the things that helps me whenever I have a high reading in my blood sugar, I remind myself that that is just today and tomorrow we can try again, okay? I don't have to punish myself. I don't have to starve myself. We can try again tomorrow. Also, trust your doctors and don't be afraid to ask your family and friends for support. And lastly, you have to remember that diabetes management is self-care. There are a lot of things to change when you get diagnosed with diabetes, but you don't have to do it all at once. It can be minor changes in your life and you don't even have to feel burdened by it. So stay healthy, move, drink your water, and take your meds. With that, you can do the things that you want to do in life and you can enjoy your life. And the only way you can do that is to guard your health. So, kaya natin to.